Right. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tosin Opelua. Now today I want to quickly talk about how to ask for help. You see, one of the challenge that most people have is they don't know how to ask for help. Now, in personal development, it's very essential that you learn how to ask for help. If not, number one, you'll be leaving a lot of money on the table. Number two, you will be missing opportunities. Number three, you will be giving people um, another impression about you. Now, how do we ask for help? Or let me say, is it okay to ask for help? Yes. Personally, I don't know. I used to be that person that doesn't know how to ask for help, and it's as a result of my mindset. As a child, my mom told me that um, you don't ask for help because people will take advantage of you, and I believe her. I'm someone that really, believe my mom. I believe what she says because I want to please her and all that. So if anybody have been raised by a single mom, you will understand what I'm talking about. So that gives me, lots of issues, and people will take advantage of me. Um, so many opportunities I was missing. People will assume that I have. Sometimes when you don't have, people just assume that you're okay. You know, whereas a lot is going on for you, but because you didn't ask, so and how do you want them to know if you don't ask? Even there were times, before I got married, my brother, I will say, but you didn't ask. I will say my brother did not give me money. You say, but you didn't ask. The same thing when I got married. There was this particular day that my hair was very, very long. Right now I'm on low cut. I only use wig. So that time, I newly got married in 2011, and in 2012 or thereabouts, I had my first baby. 2012, I had my first baby, and at that point, I couldn't really get the kind of relaxer I want to make my hair and all that. So one day I just cut my hair before my husband got back from work. So when my husband got back from work, he was like, "Why did you cut your hair?" I said, "I was carrying this hair. You never asked." Blah, blah. He said, "But you did not ask." I'm like, "Do you expect me to ask before you give me something?" Meanwhile, personally, I'm this kind of a person that when I look at you, I know what you need, and I assume, and most of the time I'm correct. I've looked at people and I'm like, okay, this person has been carrying this bag for a long time. It's time to get another one. This person has been using this shoe for a long time. I think they need to get another one, and I'll get it for them. I've done that quite a lot of time. So I'm that person that, look at you very well and try to do what I feel that you need without you asking. So when people are not doing the same thing for me, I always feel, very bad. And but I suddenly realized that it's not that way. We're not made the same way. We grow differently, and we were trained differently. Hence, I would like to say that it's very, very essential that you learn how to ask for help. When I start asking for help, things change for me. you know um I can be overwhelmed sometimes, but when I start asking for help, that being overwhelmed, emotion started, to disappear. So some of the things, look at your life right now. What are those things that stresses you? What are those things that gives you concern? What are those things that gives you anxiety? What are those things that, makes you to do, look at those things. Now write them down. When you write them down, now put a ruler and say solution. Then on another column say who. So you're going to write the problems that stresses you and gives you sleepless nights. Then on the second column, you're going to say what is the solution. So let's say, for example, you are owing someone. Let's say in the next column, you're going to say what's the solution. You're going to say you start paying, but you're going to do a payment plan. Then who will that person be? Your creditor or the person you are owing. So you go to the person and negotiate with them. Most of the time you don't know the power of negotiation. You don't know the power of saying things the way they are, because those things makes the other person feel you are responsible. It makes the other person feel you know what you are doing and you are reliable. Okay, so let's use another example of the problem. In maybe job is the problem now. So you write job. Now what's the solution? You write applications and network. So who is the next thing? So who is that person? Have you opened an account on LinkedIn? Have you joined professional groups? Because in those groups there are opportunities that will be there for you. But if you don't ask, you can't know. If you don't join, you can't know. So you join those groups. Once you join the groups, then you go into their DM. Don't go into their DM to ask for money. Don't go into their DM to ask for job. Yes, I mean it. Don't ask for job. You know what you will do? You will write what you can do. You will write what you have done. You will show a link to what you have done and what you can do. And you will tell them you can do that. Do they know someone who is looking for such a person? Or are they willing to employ you? That is what you should do. Go and try that. Let me give you one more example. Let's say you are overwhelmed with the house chores as a mother, or so you see that's the problem. So the next thing, what's the solution? The solution is that you will either employ someone to come and be doing the work for you, or you ask your spouse for help, or you ask a friend to come over and help you. So who is the next thing? Who could that person be? Who will that person be? If your husband's job does not permit him or permit them to do that, who could be that person? Is it that your friend? That your friend that is always chatting with you 247 on the phone and then holding you back from doing what you even have to do at home? Why don't you call the friend to come over and do some work together? I have a very lovely friend, Biola. When she comes to my house, I'm always happy because Biola will clean everywhere. She doesn't like Igbo people will say her eyes no dey see dirty. She doesn't like anything dirty. Biola will clean. She's a nurse, and she's a health official now. Then she was in school. Yeah, that's a long time. Over 10 years now. So Biola will come around and she will really help, and I'll be happy by the time she leaves. So what am I saying? Seek for help. Learn to ask for help. But draw your table. Know the problem. Once you know the problem is how solved. Then you move ahead and say, what's the solution? Then who could be the help? So till I come your way again, keep becoming a better you, because things will work when we work it. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.